Welcome back, everybody, to a new episode of the Jah and Pint Show. I am your host, Half Pint.
You moving kind of quick, Marsupial.
What?
Yo, this is my co-host, Bottom Rock.
This is my trusty sidekick, John.
We getting ready to get it. So Bottom. So listen, I understand you wasn't giving that.
Excuse me.
I understand.
Refer to me in my righteous name, okay?
Yeah. Oh, one whose skin like shoe leather.
No. Well, today we're going to talk about something about. There's been I've been watching TV. As I often do.
You always watch TV.
No, but
right. Terrence Howard letters.
Well,
talking about
we've been talking about Empire and what
you want to be on Empire,
and our differences about that. But also afterwards, because it's on.
You can get free to Gats.
Because it is after.
You said that. You said you're free to Gats. I can get free to Gats.
Listen, because Empire is also on Fox Channel. Preceding it becomes now the news, but they also do some highlights on,
So what you're saying?
On hip hop. And as you so eloquently said last week, they had DJ Smack.
Some dude named Smack. He the founding father of battle rap. Oh, yo, man.
But what they also did last week was they brought up the top 5 MCs that you should know or you should have in your top 5 MCs that you should know about.
Because they say so?
Right. Everyone has their own lane. And there really is no comparison when you look at certain MCs because they're all in different lanes. They're all in different. They all have different things they say they bring to the table. And I think that when people start making those top 5, they have those discussions, they often forget that and not look at the body of work or the catalog. So I didn't really think that it was necessary for us to talk about top 5 MCs or top 10 MCs because again, we could,
Oh, you didn't think?
Well, we could do that another time. But I wanted to discuss
we can.
Yes, because I said so. But what we will be talking about is, what are your favorite albums? And they're not in a particular order. But something, and my criteria is based on the fact that I can listen to it from the front to the back.
I was getting ready to say, don't pick nothing that got one hot track
No.
and nine fillers.
No, these are albums that I've listened to and that I've ran through, whether it was a cassette or vinyl, back and forth, and I know the lyrics, I know the tone, and they're also some of my favorite people. I like The Adventures of Slick Rick. It Takes a Billion to Hold Us Back. De La Soul is Dead.
Come on, slow down. Why you like The Adventures of Slick Rick? Because that is a very pivotal album.
Absolutely, but you actually see the art of storytelling, and this is why Slick has that mantra, because of his storytelling, because of his inflections. Because
storyteller is. Hold on, wait a minute. No, you trying to slip words past? See, your audience would have went for that. My audience just buzzed me and told me to check you on that.
Check me on what?
The mantra of a storyteller. No, that's a title.
I said that's why he has that mantra of a storyteller. Did you hear me?
That's a title.
And he has that mantra.
You raising your voice?
He has that title, mantra.
You better lower your voice. That's your mantra.
His mantra is
storyteller. No, that's your title.
The art of storytelling. I said.
That's not a mantra.
Again, listen.
I just want you to get it right.
I have it right.
Teacher,
and I know what I said.
Teacher, tell us how you do it.
And it doesn't matter whether it was in the 80s, the 90s, or even now. And there's a lot still to be learned from this artist and from that album. It Takes a Billion to Hold Us Back. And when I tell you this is what got me through that and a couple of other albums on a conscious level that got me through college, listen.
But many people don't know what it takes. Don't know what the title means. They don't even know what they got that title all mixed up.
Well, John, tell us what that means.
No, I mean Chuck had to explain it to a whole bunch of people.
Yes,
what he was saying was only you can hold yourself back. I mean, it would take a nation of
millions
of black people to hold black people back.
Right.
Stretch.
Then I like De La Soul is Dead. Even though 3 Feet High and Rising was the introduction of De La Soul, and that became, that was a pivotal album for them because you saw.
I remember when you stole that album.
You saw.
I remember when you was going to court for that. That petty larceny charge.
But De La Soul is
That's
dead.
how much she loved De La. She stole the album, y'all.
No,
out of TSS.
I never had TSS wasn't even around.
Matter of fact, that was the last day they was open. She was in there stealing.
TSS was nowhere near
around. Old learned woman.
But De La Soul is Dead was, I mean, just the tracks from Prince Paul and the concept. Every song on the album, and then watching them perform that, yo, it was over for me. Also, I like Criminal Minded by Boogie Down Production. I don't think that production, as raw as it was,
that production was kind of.
It was raw. Mm-hmm. Mama Said Knock You Out by LL Cool J. Mm-hmm. That album, I thought, even though his work prior to that, especially with I'm Bad, gave you all the rawness of what he was in his lyrical style. Right. Mama Said Knock You Out was almost, it wasn't a comeback, because he said don't call it a comeback. But what it was is, in such, so to speak, for, I think, those hip-hop lovers that were waiting for another song of I'm Bad, or, you know, those kind of songs, or that kind of, or that I Need a Beat, those that were waiting for that to come back, because he kind of got Hollywood almost. That was a reintroduction of this is who I am, and don't forget, you know what I'm saying, how I put it down. And that album, I could, you know, listen to front to back. All hail the Queen, Queen Latifah.
I knew she was going. I knew it. I knew it.
Listen.
Oh hell.
Listen, that
now
was
listen. Before you say Moni Love, and do you know what?
What?
See, a lot of people would just now. I know that this is your list.
Yeah.
But see now, I don't know that I could take. I love Latifah, but I don't know if I could take her and put her on top of Light.
Oh, no, I'm not finished my list.
You yelling, you screaming again.
Light is on my list too. Can I finish my list?
What's in that cup?
All Hail the Queen
gasoline?
Was the introduction to, you know, the female version of the native tongues, and it was, it had you had the R&B piece of listening to Queen Latifah sing over vocals, and then you also heard her lyrical prowess. And again, this was at her rawness, but it's also at her. I think this was the best album that she put out. And these are albums that, when you are a hip hop artist in training, or you want to be a part of, you know, the realm and the body and the family of hip hop, you have to study some of these artists. You have to, because if you don't, there's no way that you can move on and become productive and add something to the table and bring something to the table. Because these are albums, or even not even just the albums, just the artists themselves are well-rounded enough where they add on to what the pioneers have been able to create.
Now, you know what though, you gotta almost add EPMD into that mix, because what was it, business as usual? It was just like people on my job, because the way I hold a piece of steel, and you know, and I'm like, you know, because I wasn't so much into albums, you know what I mean? But they had an album that came out, I was like, whoa, mind blowing, you know. I mean, but
because again, it was another sound from Long Island as well. It was different from PE. Was different from De La Soul, and it was yet and still, it was grasping the cusp of where we were at.
Oh, and I got another thing. Check this out. I give no validation to these award shows.
Not at all.
Simply,
I'm disappointed. Very disappointed.
Simply because you're not. See, I'm not going to put James Brown, Michael Jackson, Sam Cooke, Otis Redding into a box, shake it up and
say the winner is.
And the winner is. I'm not doing that, because you disrespect the others when you do that. But now, when you are starting to give away these awards, when you give away best song, that's best singer or whatever, best artist, that's it. Then you go into the writer, arranger, and you look around. I mean, Michael Jackson got all of those awards for Thriller, right? But what did Quincy get? They ain't show Quincy, because Quincy needed a wheelbarrow to get his out. The whole thing is, especially in hip hop, when you write your own stuff, you can talk about it. You know, you can tell me where you was coming from. You can tell me what you was feeling, what you was thinking when you wrote that. When you didn't write anything, what you gonna tell me?
But I think that's where hip hop and maybe any other genre of music have meet the crossroads, because it is about what you feel and what you think, and it should be in your own. It's supposed to be in your own words at some point. But again, if there is someone that writes and they feel like they can tap into what you thinking, or you know, or part of you, because they observe you, or because they had conversation with you, and they have a better way of conveying those thoughts for you, then I think that there's not, you know, that's where you see that. and that's where it shines through the music, and it becomes their interpretation. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like if I'm writing my autobiography, I know there's going to be somebody that has to
producer. She's still campaigning.
I'm just saying, just like if I write my autobiography, yes, it's my autobiography. Yes, it's my words. Yeah, but I may need someone to edit and kind of pull it together at some point and help me convey some of those ideas.
No. Do you know what happens?
What?
See, now you just went into something that I know more about than this. When you look at a ghostwriter of a book per se, how do I say this?
But again, I agree about acknowledging when you acknowledge certain people or you acknowledge people for what they do. The categories in those shows don't necessarily pull from the writer. They do on a larger scheme of things. When they make the best song, when you say best song, or they say not the artist itself.
Who gets the least amount of money?
The artist.
Who gets the most amount of money?
The writer.
There it is. Yo.
But there are some people that just cannot articulate in a fashion to build a song or something.
And they all got an episode on Unsung.
That's not true.
The majority of them. You know what? No.
You look at Bill Withers.
Hold up. No, hold up. I just said the majority of them. Come on, cut it out.
Well, I want to know. So listen, I have the DVD collection of Unsung.
Now listen.
So a lot of them are writers, but a lot of them are not.
Now, the first success story I saw on Unsung was Ray Parker Jr. I thought he was a bum.
Nah.
So that's when I realized I'm the idiot.
Money in the bank.
I'm the idiot.
Sucker thing.
Because he don't give a damn about what he looks like.
Right.
I care what I look like. I ain't got 2 nickels. And he riding around here and God knows what. So, but I'm talking about when they showed me. I mean, I can't like David Ruffin, the Temptations. You know why the Temptations is still working today?
Because they didn't write nothing.
Because they ain't write nothing. Whoa. At least the OJs are working because they want to. The Empire. When you look at Empire, it's too much throwaway music. It's music that you never hear again. When you looked at like these movies like about the Temptations and the Jacksons, okay, you had to move on from song to song because they got a catalog, you know what I mean? Right. But they showed you how they rehearsed the song. I mean, you might have been listening to the beginning of ABC, because they couldn't get it right, but not on Empire.
But
it's song after song, right, after song after song, and they do that because now they want to sell you the box set. Now they want you to buy this, and I'm like, come on.
And again, I think for me, I look at it for a different reason, and that's the reason why I'm not those things, those idiosyncrasies that you pick out. I see, but they're not important to me because for me, I just like music, and I just I like to be able to burst out in song in the middle of
they got the right guy for the music
in the middle of a dialogue. You understand what I'm saying? And when you see those kind of musical storylines or musical TV shows or movies, those are things that excite me. And those are things that make me feel like, okay, it's more to life than, and music is my timeline for everything. Whether it's, no matter what genre of music it is. And I think that's why I'm intrigued by, Empire in the sense of the music and the storyline in itself. It refers me back to, those 80s movies when everything was about excess. That's why I feel about that. But when you look at these classic artists and you look at where we are now with hip hop and the mainstream, a lot of the stuff that we talked about today and a lot of the artists that we talked about today will blow these people out the water with no problem, hands down. When we do come across maybe those that kind of understand and respect the culture in itself and they come out, you want to embrace them and you want to be able to make sure that they go on that right path, and you don't have to be conscious, you don't have to be gangster, you just be true to yourself and put out quality music. Then you can be like, okay, I respect that artist. And that's, I think, when we see that, but it's happening far few between. Yeah.
We can done this shit now.
Whatever.
Get out of here.
Whatever. Thank you for coming to see me. So thank you for coming out. Join us next week.
Maybe.
Rapstation.com. Our email address is johnpint@gmail.com. John Pint Twitter. John Pint Facebook. Let us know what you think. If you have something that you want to contribute as far as the artists that we talked about this week, let us know.
Just can't end the show, huh?
Put your 2 cents in. But let us know. Hit us up. We love you. As always, catch us every week. Rapstation.com. Pray.